Right. Hey everyone, welcome back. This time I can actually make sure that you can hear me because this is my second attempt at recording this video after having spent an hour doing it earlier and then realizing that you heard Ethel, which is good work on my behalf. So um, basically, we are give or take 50% on steel and ports related stuff. We are mostly doing clay and a few mines. So let us actually get on with doing stuff. So admittedly, this is a bit of a minor nightmare because I had done this. And as I said, I then recorded the game and realized that basically nothing went through, which sucks. So I need to reconsider what I wanted. There's only one episode off. So basically, these guys all have to go up to the steering wheel, which is up here. So the task is essentially to connect a whole bunch of scrap yards into that steel mill. And that's going to take up most of this episode. I already at the station. Because I remember doing that before. So hallelujah. Okay. So if I turn off the clay pits because they're in the way for the map, essentially this one's good, and I think this one's reasonably decent, and there's one more somewhere that was like vaguely acceptable. So just want to make sure that we hook those in. And I think there's going to be another set. Yeah, I haven't done this. I'm just checking on my own self really, because I know I'm pretty sure it was just one episode. Okay, well, get on with stuff, right? And we don't have to pause the game for this. Wow. I'm running some stuff in the background and it's ridiculously slow. Okay, let's not do this. All right, how about this? Pause the other thing and now it should work as expected, and we'll put the load back just in case they get itchy about it. The other thing I want to do is fix my fan because it keeps rotating and I'm just totally getting melted. Oh, of course you're in the way. So I just want to pause and do this while they're not too busy. Busy, bunny. Yeah. So we want to make, what if I do that, it wouldn't easily, oh, good work. And then I don't have to do a lot of weird stuff around. Station, not going good. So this is the in, then we do Rzesz. And then for sake of simplicity, tunnel through here as well. I'm curious about something. I don't remember. Yeah. The other thing I did before the save that ended up not being, well, not being publicized most of all, was that I dropped about 400 of the gems, more like 500 of them, because they were totally not sensible. But that took me almost an hour because it's very manual and there's no way in hell I'm doing it again. So we are back to having a slight abundance of gems, and that's that. Shut up. I think I did a few other things, like there are a few trains that need, okay, we don't need this along. There are a few trains that need evaluating in terms of capacity and stuff, but of course that fucking thing's in the way, because where else would it be? Okay, we need to come off in this genetic direction. And I think we wanted to do some cleanup here, or I did anyhow. Fuck's sake. Okay. So how to, okay, you go off. Great. I mean, I could just do this and then the whole thing would be a non-starter problem. This hooked into here. Right, now we can go. Don't know if any of you use Brave, but they killed off the V2 manifests today, and honestly, the way it's been communicated was absolutely abysmal. Because the whole point was that, oh, Brave's going to support V2 manifest as long as it's feasible. And then the day Chromium killed it, they killed it. And it's like, in anyone's mind, those words mean for the foreseeable future, not the day generally the shit we copy drops it. Like, why? Okay, this is not particularly great. And then someone was saying that, it's not feasible to keep up because it's a lot of development, da 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 da. Like, yeah, and you had all the time in the world to do your stupid AI Leo because that wasn't complicated. Oh, wait, who asked for it? No one. Like, who would ever wake up saying, the one thing Brave really needs is a fucking AI. Oh no, but no M2, MV2. So that's that. Scrap 5. We only done 5s here, but we'll need like 4 of them, I think. Because that's about 700 and this is about 400. Yeah, you want that on. Body. And then also want to make sure that there are depots because there are none at the moment. And that will generally do. And these two, as in these two. But these are not that capable. Also, I should do something with this stuff. I know in the episode you've not seen, I did this very ad hocly, so to say. I did that because I remember I also have to do this, and I don't actually think I ever did. Okay, this was not such a great idea. Yeah. Oh, for God's sake. And the observation's correct because it's missing stuff. Go away. Where did I? Didn't expect it to be like this bad. Alright, go away. Then hilariously, I get a text message from Amazon saying, "Oh, we're about to deliver your package. Turn on lights. Uh, you know, do something with pets, i.e., dogs." Really, I was like, A, it's daytime. B, you know we don't have a dog because you know everything about us, including that we don't have a dog. And most of all, just so that I don't always complain, because you don't actually bring up my shit. I think something's running again because computer's horrendously slow. No, shouldn't be. And then hook into there. Pretty much just here-ish. You are joking. Also, this is the in. So like that also if anyone's watching Silo, new series is out. Well, the first episode of the new series is out. And it's probably not the best one they've ever made. I'm pretty sure this will be more than enough for here. Okay, so there was some other stuff I did, namely get this more or less up to speed because it's a decent one. And come on, 200 tons. Okay, let's. I mean, we don't need that many. Also, you know what? That particular tram line is really not busy. I know why I split things. Well, they'll just have to live with it. Scrap, medium. Yeah, I don't think we'll need that. So the whole point here is to get this one up to speed. Chemical, medium, you timetabled, yes. And then goods. I want to a medium, otherwise it's going to totally shaft. We'll need more than that. And I want these guys. Clay, medium. There are a few other clay mines nearby that will be hooked in. Also, these. Nope, not chains. Coal, medium. I know from top of my head that there are some good things around here. Not this, obviously. EU chemical. I don't want that. I do want engineering supplies. Why are you lost? Because I'm an idiot. Actually, I want this to be medium. Can I do that? Because then one should be enough, I think. I'm reasonably sure this will turn in less than a month. And then film here, clone, iron. I think that can be large. And I know for a fact that there's more good stuff here. Too bad. It helps when you do things the second time. Just basically mimic. But we'll only need probably about 2 of these. Well, I'll make it 3. Go. Don't know why I did that, especially when I should have done it this way. You. This one, I think. Yep. That, this. I mean, these all have to come in the same place, so. Okay, that's a bit of an overkill. And this one comes here as well. Yeah. Kind of go because you won't be able to get there. Damn it. Stupid thing. Verticals of goods, OMFG. Go away. I don't want that. Damn it. This should not be that complicated. Not this one. I think this is getting it. This one's definitely not getting it. And I want another 2 coming out here. Go. But actually, I don't think there's much sense in not his, this. Because these are very close. Mind you, there's a lot of stuff here. Still highly unconvinced. I want to get the dredging side and the clay pits though. So all the clay will have to come in here. Come on. And I may or may not be too bothered with boosting some of these, which in the reality is to say no. Clay large. You are timetabled. Good. I should pin this. And then this will go. No, I don't want unload. I want you to get out of my picture frame. For God's sake. All right, so that sorts most of it except this. Damn it. We don't need those long stops. actually. We don't need that many, I can totally tell you. What we do need is more station space, which also means that the depot, as usual, is totally in the way. Oh, yeah, bit better. So the next thing is this one. Or is it? I know I did it in the other save, the one that didn't go anywhere. This is really the other side of the map sort of thing. So food's not going to contribute much to, we'll have to do it at some point, but now it's going current. Good. Do I really, I mean, this, I know how I did this. It was just kind of FML. Clone a sand small, which doesn't even exist. That is this one. Go from here to there. Timetable, just in case I clone it, and go. 180. Interesting. The game's oddly slow, and I'm not sure why. I mean, that's partially why I cleaned up the vehicles in the other save, but actually, it doesn't make that much difference. And then, funnily enough, someone in the Discord chat made a note about this, so I expect at some undefined future point it's going to improve. I don't want you. 2 will definitely be enough. You are outputting things, you're definitely outputting things, and you definitely need more vehicles, and so do you. Don't care about the purchase, I care about this. So we'll have to hook in this one and that one. And I'm tempted to get a train going for these, just so that variety. Good. And other goods. And to do that, I don't need this right now. Yep, I know I'm off. Okay, where are you? Up here. That might not have been such a great idea now that I did that. So what I want to do is that the train comes in here and then goes off here and then goes back. Yeah, it goes back underneath. Yep, that was the plan. I think that will be fine. This will be fine. You get out of my frame. This is actually very convenient because it's precisely what I want. Come here, go there, skip. So you do 400 odd, you do, okay, I just about need to, I don't, but this will need to change because we'll bring the steel here. So it's going to be a bit of a temporary setup. It's fine. Clay, but I think I want to send it elsewhere and good. Also in the note of this is not my week when it comes to recordings, I seem to have displaced 2 episodes, which sucks. Sure as hell I'm not going back for them. And iron, same idea. Oh, so yeah, that goes. I don't think it's going to be enough, but right, what's going on? So this has very little, not this, this. This is a fair bit of engineering supplies, but that's fine. I don't mind. That's not a problem. I mean, even this is not a problem. The whole point is just that this gung ho's, which it does already, so we don't care too much. Is being used. I think these will get hooked here, which means, oh, I don't know. I don't know nothing. So this is the other side sort of thing. Eh, shrivels. 700 tons. That's actually pretty impressive. I think what will happen is that we'll bring both of those steel mills to, where was I a moment ago? Here. mind you. There's only so much space. Okay, that's going to be in, and then we'll deal with the out. So just try not to die too loudly. Very pity. That allows me a bit more space. It's 12 long. Yesterday was JP Morgan run, and it was in Battersea Park. And if you're not otherwise familiar with it, Battersea Park is not a bad place, but if you have hay fever, it's hell. And guess what? I do. Okay, we need better getting out of here capabilities. Like so. And then basically these, we'll see how busy they get. Hmm. So I want something nice speed penalty, but hey, we'll work out this somehow. One moment. There you go. We'll just start with this, even though this is not really going anywhere. Did I? Oh no. Done nothing. So clone, how much you make now? 6,000 tons. We'll definitely need a few of these. Start with that. And then we shall also need some place to take this, but I don't know where yet. I mean, there are ports, except we don't explicitly need. There are a lot of clay mines. Mind you, we're going to run out of all of those shortly. So, well, just for the sake of doing something, That's gung-hoing. I don't care. These are being generally sorted. No idea. No idea. I still don't understand though why goods don't generally contribute to town growth. I think they should. I'm going to be horrendously lazy. Passengers mail. God, you guys suck. Alcohol, food, goods. I don't want to bring it here because I'd be paranoid of, them just deciding not wanting it. Come off of it. That's in such a bad place. Okay, well, you know what? F it. We'll just bring it to these two. That leaves me with about 6 minutes. I can't see what I'm doing, buddy. I don't know. Wasn't my plan to do it in such a way. Bit lol. For God's sake. This is so stupid. And I can't do it because there's a fucking tunnel here. I'm like the AI in the game, trying to do the same thing over and over again. Damn it. Okay, there really has to be a better way of doing this. going to be a bunch of 5s, and then I don't need to bother with any of this crap. Fuck me sideways. Okay, 6 long, 6 long. 1, 2. There you go. About 2 minutes, and this is definitely not going to be enough for anything. Damn it, why are you so fucking stupid? So apart from being paused again, which I don't particularly like. There you go. And this needs doing, that needs doing, that needs doing. Technically we're at 55 already. And that needs doing later. I'm not going to have time for that now. So if we run a bunch of trains, I'm just going to start this anyway. Call it the high speed. Of course, it needs more freaking depots because why wouldn't it? Clone, good, 5, high. I said fucking clone it, man. Do another one and go. So this has good enough steel. This makes, it needs chemicals. We'll deal with that in the next episode. we'll bring them in from the other place. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope that was fun, and I shall see you the next time now that you've heard my voice, right? Let me know if you have any thoughts. See you shortly. Yeah, that's the one I played, but then no voice. So there you go. Bye bye.